Hey everyone, how you doing? Dots, Kiss, how are you? All right, everyone. We have eclipse season upon us, which means things are about to get very interesting indeed. Eclipses tend to bring in some dramatic change. These particular eclipses are bringing in extra dramatic change. For those of you who are on my alchemy call on Sunday, you know what's coming down the pipeline. I did get some messages that I channeled on that call regarding particularly the lunar eclipse coming up in November on the 8th, which I think is going to be really powerful. I mean, I've kind of been dropping hints about it for the last 6 weeks on different podcasts and on my YouTube videos. But we have a solar eclipse in Scorpio coming up on the 25th this month, which is right smack in the middle of what I'm going to be reading for you guys. So the solar eclipse that's coming up in a few, maybe what, two weeks approximately, is conjunct Venus. So Venus, which happens to be the ruler of the North Node, right? Because it's the ruler of Taurus, is really flavoring both eclipses a lot, but it happens to be conjunct with this particular new moon in Scorpio. And so there's a lot of shakeup happening when it comes to your finances, perhaps your relationships, how you value yourself. And Scorpio is the sign of death, transformation, rebirth, wanting to get to the heart of a matter, really not wanting to stay on the surface, wants to go very deep. Scorpio tends to rule the 8th house, which also rules shared resources, your taxes, your banking, your debts, your loans, all that kind of thing. But it also represents intimacy. And so all of these themes are coming up around this particular solar eclipse. But what's so interesting about it is that although it's a new moon, because it's on the south node, there's a lot of karma that's going to be clearing. There's a lot of letting go, releasing that has to happen in order to start this brand new cycle. And this cycle, when eclipses come in, remember these cycles are like going to be going on for a while. And because we're talking about fixed signs here, Scorpio and Taurus are both fixed signs, we're talking about changes that are going to last for a long time. They're going to be around for a very long time. This isn't just a change that's going to happen temporarily. This is a fixed sign, so it wants to commit. Taurus and Scorpio like to commit to things. So on top of that, I want to say we also have Mars squaring Neptune, which is going to create this sense, guys, where you want to take action. You're just not sure what direction to go. You might feel really clouded. It might be fuzzy. Either there might be the sense of illusion of what you might need to do, but then the veil gets pulled back and you're like, oh, like that's not what I'm supposed to do. It can be a little tricky to navigate Mars square Neptune. So this month is very like convoluted. There's a little bit of confusion, but also there's a lot of drive and there's a lot of upheaval. There's a need to like let go. I want to say though, if you're not really sure on what to do, the best thing you can do right now is like, well, let me just let go of what I need to let go of. If there's something that you know is not working for you, you know there's something you've been avoiding and doing, and if it's in the release, let go, clearing kind of energy, definitely work with that to let go. And of course, guys, if you need to get a booking, I'm still doing the services for the soul alignment and karmic release. I think I'm going to keep that actually around for the long haul because I'm just getting such clear readings doing that and using the questions that I've designed for that particular reading. I find it very helpful and I can always use it regarding whatever's coming up in the next 3 to 6 months. So astrologically, So I want to say, if you guys are feeling a little bit lost or you're really not sure what's coming up, because change is around the corner, if you've been preparing for it, you're probably in a good position. If you have been avoiding it, buckle in. You're in for a bit of a ride. Okay, you're in for a bit of a ride. Let me just say hello. Suiterbug, Dennis, Stephanie, hello. How are you guys? Okay, so is there anything else? Oh, last night's podcast with Jeff. You guys have been like sending me messages. You love the information. He had delivered some very helpful techniques, skills, advice, wisdom. Talking to Jeff was just a blessing. He's so on it. Like, he's just doing such great work. I can't wait for his book to come out, The Anchored Human. It's definitely going to be in my repertoire of advice for people. So if you missed last night's podcast, please tune in, because you will not be disappointed. We went into some really cool topics. The main thing was safety. And we talked about it from a couple of different angles, which I think was great. Is there anything else that I need to talk about before we get into the readings? I am going to release a video probably in the next day or two. And I will be doing a solar eclipse video soon as well. If you're not already and you want to join Alchemy, please do. We'd love to have you as part of the family. And I think that's it. I think that's all for housekeeping, guys. Shall we jump right into the readings? We're going to be starting off with fire signs. You guys are first. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I have a brand new deck I'm using. It is called the Alchemy. It's the archetype of the unknown alchemy one. So I have the wild unknown archetype over here that I love. But now we're going to use the alchemy one, which of course, you know, I'm a huge fan of. So fire signs. Let's take a look and see what is the main theme for your reading, and also what might be a potential challenge coming up for you in the last half of October. And remember, guys, if you need your own reading, you want to book, all the links are in the description below. All right. What is the main theme here for fire signs for the last half of October around the solar eclipse? Okay. And what is the potential challenge coming up for fire signs? What is the potential challenge coming up for fire signs? Oh, geez. Oh, of course, of course, of course, of course. Okay. Okay, what's your main theme here? Fire signs is yellowing. Okay, yellowing is the main theme here of your reading. And of course, yellowing, you know, we talk about the solar plexus here, which is identity, courage, inner knowing in many ways, self-belief, belief in self. Let me see what the book has to say. These are all brand new cards, so I'm not 100% sure on all their meanings, but when I look at the card, hold on a second here. When I'm looking at the card, it looks like there's some cracks in the floor, and you're kind of trying to stay away from the center, kind of. I'm wondering if you're navigating some sort of fracture or sensitivity, feeling like you're walking on eggshells in some way. We'll see what the book has to say, but that's kind of like what I see, like what intuitively kind of comes to me when I look at the card. But, okay. Aging, transitioning, warning. Yeah, okay. So indicating transition, the yellowing leads us into the next phase of our alchemical work. Envision the yellowing as pages of a beloved novel or the ochre blanket of leaves in fall. This color seeps out to signify the beginning of the end, a return to zero. Even a deep bruise finds a yellow tint as it reaches its final phases of healing. In contrast, yellow can be the marker of long-awaited growth, as seen in the first rays of the sun and the cheer of forsythia in February. Whatever its message, yellowing tells the truth. It leads us forward like the vibrant canary in the mine, warning of what's to come. Take heed. The transition is here, whether by yoke or bile. How to respond is up to you. It's likely you already know. Okay, so yeah, it does. It feels like you're kind of like in a place where you may feel like you're walking on some eggshells or some trepidation. There's kind of like this, I don't know what I'm going to step into. Is it going to be good? Is it not going to be great? I don't know. And then when we talk about this idea of transitioning and the idea of aging as well, what I'm getting for the aging is that it feels like you're kind of going through this process where you feel like you definitely are coming to the end of it, like it's kind of on its last legs, or I don't want to say it's worn out, it's welcome, but it kind of feels that way in some ways, in a sense of you're almost done with it. This warning, though, I have to say, is a little intriguing considering what your challenge is, because Mars, your ruling planet, Aries, for those of you fire signs that are Aries, Mars is coming up. And Mars is one of the malefic planets. It likes conflict, but it's also a driver. It's motivational, it's inspirational, it's physical energy. So let's kind of see what's going on here. So your challenge might be to actually face some conflict that needs to be faced if you feel like you're walking on eggshells. Will, vigor, and activism. With Mars by our side, we can assert ourselves in the world. Our presence is felt and our voice is heard. Like a flame, Mars rises upward and helps us stand strong for what we believe in. Social justice movements are great examples of Mars energy in action. With clarity of purpose, Mars leads us to peaceful change, the upholding of human rights, and representing the unrepresented. When Mars appears in a reading, there is strength and vigor required to face the challenges ahead. It may take the form of speaking your truth, getting yourself out of a harmful relationship or job, or getting involved in activist work. We must be very precise with our dosage of Mars, as in uncontrolled amounts, it leads to outbursts and violence. Mars is most potent when paired with nonviolence. Okay, fire signs. It looks like you might have to face something in the last half of October, which makes total sense because, again, like I'm saying, there are winds of change blowing through. They will peak around the lunar eclipse in November. You cannot avoid much, which is one of the questions I actually talk about in my soul alignment and karmic release session. It's my last question that we go through is what can you not avoid? And it's one of my favorites. Probably not not the favorite of those who are getting their reading done. But it's because there's just something that's coming up here that's pushing to the surface that really wants to be acknowledged. And you cannot move forward any longer without acknowledging it. So let's go into the tarot and find out what we need to know about the past for fire signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we need to know about the past? Okay, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. We have the Fool in reverse. We have the Two of Pentacles upright. Coming into the present, what do we have here for fire signs? Yeah, we got the Two of Swords. Jeez. We have the Sun in reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Coins, same thing. And into the future, we have the Page of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Cups upright. Okay. All right, overall energy is the Five of Cups upright, and underneath it, oh, is the Wheel in reverse. Fire signs, are you feeling stuck? Are you feeling like things are not moving at all, or maybe moving in the direction that you want? And it's kind of got you, I don't know, it's kind of got you looking at the glass half empty as opposed to half full. You're kind of focused on all the things that are going wrong versus, what could be going right. In your past, you have the Page of Wands in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and the Two of Pentacles. It looks like, I want to say that there was this, I feel like there may have been this opportunity, a new opportunity that may have got you, you may have been excited about, but either you may have received some sort of, I don't know, some information or news around it that put a damper on things for you, or it made you kind of go back and forth with it. Like you're like, I don't know, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? In your present situation, you have the Two of Swords, the Sun in reverse, and the Ace of Coins. So coming up into the last half of October here, fire signs, it looks like you're kind of stuck, to be quite honest. And let's face it, transitions absolutely feel like stuck energy in many ways because we don't know if we're coming or we're going. So if this whole like kind of energy is about feeling kind of like you're going through a transition of some sort, like you're leaving behind some kind of energy, getting ready to go into something new, which I am seeing, there does seem to be a theme of something new trying to push its head into your reality. I feel though like you're dealing with some kind of downer energy. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know if it's someone or just an external energy of some sort. I don't know if it's your own like beliefs, but it feels like this idea that you might be needing to like heed a warning or walking around on eggshells. This Sun in reverse is kind of speaking to me about that here. So there's something that kind of is either creating some confusion or holding you back from a lot of optimism. But you also have something new showing up here in the last half of October. Something that could be to do with your finances, something that could be to do with something of the tangible nature. I mean, it could be something kind of a fresh new cycle when it comes to relationships, your living situation, your health. There's something I'm hearing turning a corner. I'm hearing turning a corner, fire signs. So it feels like you do turn a corner in some regard here in the last half of October. However, in your future, I see the Page of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Cups upright. Okay, there's two messages I'm getting here for you. The first one is that I feel like someone is being dishonest with you, or there's some kind of illusion or deception going on with someone around you, someone you're dealing with, and you've got to really follow your heart and your intuition on this. I'm not exactly sure how it plays into this new beginning that you've got going on, but because I almost see it as like an extra energy in the mix. Like I don't know if it's part of this new thing. It almost feels like it's in addition to it. But on the other hand, I also, for the other message that I'm getting for you, if that's not the case, if you don't have someone around you who might be either disillusioned or I'm hearing not on the same page as you. If that's not the case, then what I'm seeing here is whatever's coming up for you in the future, you can't let your head make the decision. It's got to be heart and intuition. The way you move forward is by following heart and intuition. It looks like you stall out and you get caught up in your head and you start overthinking things. You start making up scenarios that aren't true, and it just kind of really stalls things out further. So let's see, let's kind of go a little deeper, okay, and find out what this is all about. So the Five of Cups is the overall energy. Tell me more about this Five of Cups as the overall energy here for fire signs. What's this about? Again, that Wheel of Fortune in reverse is underneath that Five of Cups. All right. Wow, all reversals. Okay. And you showed up in the middle. The Lover's card in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, and the High Priestess in reverse. Clarifying this Five of Cups. There may be some kind of decision that you have to make here, and you're just stressed about it. I feel like you're stressed about it, fire signs. You're not as confident as you usually are. I want to say too, with the King of Wands in reverse, this is very much controlling energy. And it feels like something needs to be revealed. With this High Priestess here in reverse, I'm getting that something that is a mystery needs to be revealed in order to kind of shake this up so that you don't get caught up in like the, oh, everything's just not working out. I'm so stressed. Like, you know, thinking like the wheel's not moving, things aren't turning, I'm super stuck. It does feel like there's a need for something to be revealed around that. And so I wonder if that has anything to do with what I've kind of picked up in your future. So let's see what's kind of coming up. Page of Wands in reverse in the past. What's this Page of Wands in reverse about? Yeah. You have the Five of Swords in reverse, the Six of Wands, and the Justice card coming up. So, like I said, it feels like there was something positive here. It would have, I want to say it could have been around a contract. It may have been around making some kind of decision. This has to do with making you feel really good. You maybe even feel acknowledged or seen, or feel like you've achieved something in some way. There's some level of success. And with the Five of Swords in reverse, it does feel like there's some kind of, I don't know, resolution that's coming in, but resolution after a battle or a fight or something. But with the Page of Wands in reverse, for some reason, this is either delayed or it's something kind of put a bit of a pause, press the pause button on it. Which again, seeing with the Fool here, and that's why I feel like you're going back and forth. So tell me about the Fool in reverse. What's this Fool? Okay, we have the Nine of Coins. Tell me about the Fool. Okay. We also have the Seven of Wands, the Page of Coins, and the Three of Cups coming in. Oh. Every time I get the Nine of Coins in reverse, I tend to feel codependency of some sort. And I'm wondering if you are feeling I feel like there's another party involved somehow that you in some way feel codependent with. Almost like you need them in order to, or you don't feel like you can leave them or do something without them or do something on your own, or I don't know, there's some kind of codependency here. And I want to say it's almost created some sense of, there's no point in trying to do this on my own. Like, I'm just going to stick with what I know. And then you have the Page of Coins and the Three of Cups coming in here. And I don't know, know, it feels like you wanted to start something new, something really brand new, not just a little thing, because this is the Fool card. This is like an opening of kind of a new chapter, but I don't know if you got some sort of news or information that kind of gave you some hope to maybe stick around or not move forward in the way that you thought. And so it kind of made you rethink this new idea or new path, I want to say. And I see that with the Two of Coins now here, you kind of going back and forth and you're like, what do I do? Yeah. So you have the Three of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Coins, and you also have the Hermit in reverse. And it feels like you're just kind of not moving. You're like, I don't know what to do. You're like, I don't know if what I want is going to come in. Like, where have I put all my time? Where have I put all my effort? Should I stay here? Should I not? And then you've got the Hermit in reverse. And I'm getting the vibes of like not really truly listening to what you're internally getting informatively. And it caused you to kind of really go back and forth here. It feels like, fire signs, I gotta say it feels like you've got a conversation to be had or some sort of meeting, or you gotta face something with someone that you don't want to face. Like, and it's just because it's gonna stir things up. It's gonna ruffle some feathers. And I see that here, like if you're challenged with your Mars energy, but you've kind of got to step in. I don't know what this is about exactly. Okay, let me see what this Two of Swords energy is, because you are in like this transition phase. Something's getting old. Something's kind of on its way out. And are you ready to move on? Let go. Let it just be what it was and not try to hold on longer than you need to. Okay, we have the King of Coins in reverse with the Queen of Swords. Okay, it feels like there's possibly a conversation that needs to be had here. And it could be someone with the King of Pentacles in reverse. This could talk about a boss or a business owner who's really not showing up in the way that they should be showing up. It doesn't have to be a boss or a business owner, but it could be a father figure. It could be just someone who represents authority in your life. Whatever it is, it just feels like some sort of truth needs to be delivered or some kind of conversation needs to be had. But with the Two of Swords there, nothing's really happening. And I think this is what's holding things up for you. Let's see what the Sun. Sun in reverse in the heart of the spread. What's this about? Okay, we have the Chariot, the Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Wands upright on your Sun. There's so much confusion or cloudiness here, and I want to say lack of optimism for where things could be going. And at the same time, though, it feels though you're going to get some movement here, fire signs. Something's going to happen. You've got the Chariot here. I see a lot of fast movement. And in many ways, I feel like it's going to be on something that you gave up on, or you felt like wasn't going to come to fruition, or it was just too hard. I can't do this. And with the Page of Wands, it looks like you're getting some kind of positive, optimistic news coming in, or you're going to get a message. It was really helpful. Something inspires you possibly. So this is kind of good. This is helpful to your situation, fire signs. What's this Ace of Coins about? So you've got this kind of new opportunity that feels, obviously it's an Ace of Coins, so there's stability to it. You have the Death card, Scorpio energy. with the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. On your Ace of Pentacles. Okay, in order for this pentacle to come in, something has to end. Something has to come to a close, or it has to transform. Okay? There has to be some sort of transformation. And you have to face certain fears that fears or anxieties, stresses that you've been worrying about. However, we got the Page of Cups here in reverse. And I want to say these stresses are about really not following your dreams or not following like that intuitive voice. And I'm getting a lot of inner child energy off this Page of Cups right now in reverse. So it feels like it's hard for you to either put your foot down, make a decision, call the shots in some way. Because as an inner child, you weren't allowed to, like that was not allowed. And so it's like you're kind of going through some sort of, I want to say karmic clearing around your inner child work. In order for this new opportunity to truly present itself in its full breadth to you. So let me see, Page of Swords in reverse in your future. Tell me about this Page of Swords in reverse in the future, please. What is this Page of Swords about? We have the Six of Swords. You have the Two of Coins coming up again. And you have the Six of Cups in reverse. Again. Oh, that felt good. Sorry, I needed to crack my back. You have an opportunity, fire signs, to leave some sort of turbulent energy that I feel has been present in a lot of your life in different formats throughout the cycles. But there's some kind of, I don't know if it's self-betrayal or someone else is creating some sort of illusion and it's causing you to kind of go back and forth. Well, maybe I can still stick it out, or maybe I don't have to fully leave this, or that's the kind of the energy that I'm getting here. So something kind of comes up in this last half of October that really kind of like, okay, it presents itself. You're like, okay, like I'm ready. But then like there's still some humming and hawing kind of going on here in the future. So it doesn't feel like you fully have it worked out yet in the last part of Scorpio, or the last part of October. But it does feel though that there's movement. There's some developments happening here. There's something's opening up, but then like you kind of go back to this like, well, I'm not sure. So let me see this Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse again, the Star card, and the Page of Swords. Honesty is needed here, true honesty, and a little bit of curiosity for what it means to follow your destiny, to follow your heart, to follow, what's aligned in the stars for you in many ways. To also follow your healing, I want to say. And actually, the only way things get unstuck here is if you do follow your healing. The lack of movement is coming from this stuck pattern from the past. And this is why you need to clear this. I feel like you're clearing some sort of, you have an opportunity here to clear some karma, which, when we talk about this solar eclipse that's coming up, this new moon in Scorpio, there's definitely a clearing of karma there happening. But you need to do that, though. You need to follow your healing in order for things to start moving forward. And also knowing that this is about being true to your own path and being true to what is best for you. Let me see this Knight of Cups in your future. What's this Knight of Cups coming in? More for the Knight of Cups. Okay. We have the King of Swords in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles upright, and the Empress card in reverse on top of your Knight of Cups. You really have to know your worth here, fire signs. It feels, again, like I said, when I read this initially before I pulled any cards, it felt like you're gonna, in order for there to be movement, you're gonna have to follow your heart, you're gonna have to follow your intuition. And again, with this King of Swords coming in reverse, this is like telling me that if you make the decision from your head, you're not gonna have the clarity that you need in order to execute properly. And this is something it may have to do with a lot of money. There might be a lot of money involved. This could have to do with a very long-term investment or some sort of long-term investment of your time. Maybe a lot of resources. But with the Empress card in reverse coming up. I don't know why I want to say this. It's not what I usually get for the Empress. But fire signs, don't let yourself be emotionally manipulated when you're making this decision. Your emotions have to be very clear. Your field has to be very clear when you decide to take action. And it feels like there could be some form of emotional manipulation, whether it's conscious or not, I don't know. But you really need to know what is in your best interest. And if you have clarity around that, know your worth, focus on your healing, and also think about what patterns you need to break from an inner child perspective of standing up for yourself, facing a conflict, and knowing that you're in a transition phase and it's time for a new beginning. Something is closing out. So, fire signs, I'm going to leave it there. How did everyone do with that, with the fire signs? Oh, Dusty, that's encouraging. You're spot on as usual. Lorenzo, wow, this reading is spot on for your Leo spouse. Oh, wow. Cool. Francine, wow, totally resonates. Oh, wow. Okay. So the reading seemed to hit home for some of you. Okay. Cool. Well, fire signs. I mean, it's never easy to face conflict. Trust me, I have avoided so much conflict in my life. I hated conflict until I realized it was quite possible that someone felt more uncomfortable than me with the conflict if I actually faced it. And decided to make them be the ones who have to hold the discomfort of it all. Like, why take on all the discomfort for both of you? Like, some people don't have any qualms about the discomfort of a conflict. They just want to get whatever resolution they need to in order for them to move on. And sometimes, like, that's really what we need to do. So, Fire signs, that's my reading for you, okay? All right, let's head on to earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, Sun, Rising, and Venus. Taurus, you guys are definitely going to be affected by these eclipses, no doubt, particularly the lunar eclipse, but also the Scorpio one since it's in opposition to you. Virgos and Capricorn, you are in a trine to the full moon lunar eclipse in November, so that you guys are probably the ones who are going to fare the best out of all of this, so that's kind of good. We'll see what happens in the reading. We'll see what happens in the reading here for earth signs. Inner child work is so important, so important. I wish I could like shout it from the rooftops of the world. I truly believe this world would be absolutely different if everyone started doing their own inner child work. If they started to heal the inner child within, I'm telling you, we would be living in a completely different world. Completely different world. And so that's why, like, if you want to change the world, like, just start healing yourself, like start changing some of the behaviors and, you know, trigger patterns, all of that are rooted in inner child stuff, so you become an example for others to model. Cool, Francine. And if you guys aren't already, please follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I actually just put out an inner child reel in TikTok yesterday. It really hit home for a lot of people, especially on TikTok. I've been getting so many comments on that one that they're just like, the overwhelming comment on that one was like, oh, that one hit me in the heart. Truth has a way of doing that to us, doesn't it? All right, one more cut here, and then we'll go into your theme here, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. All right. Okay, let's find out what's the main theme here for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and what could be a potential challenge they're facing for the last half of October. What is the theme for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for the last half of October? What is the main theme here for the reading? What is the main theme for earth signs? And what is the challenge, the potential challenge they could be facing? What is a potential challenge? Oh, really? Okay. Oh, wow. Oh my, you guys have roses. 2 roses on your card. So, your overall theme is sap of the moon plant here, which, as you can see, is a dark rose, a black rose. And, you know, when I see this card, and I've only pulled this card once with a client recently, I think yesterday, actually. It's understanding the beauty of the shadow in many ways. The nectar that is found within the shadow work, within the darkness. And this is like the theme for you. Before I tell you what your challenge is, I'm going to keep that a surprise. Earth signs. I love it, by the way, but I don't want to tell you what it is until... Oh, wow. They're right next to each other in the book. Okay. Okay. Sap of the moon plant is an ancient substance said to be born of water, plant, and moonlight. This elixir develops in the depth of night and is thus a metaphor for the wellspring of the unconscious. When this alchemical magic is afoot, it's all about dreams. The answer you are seeking will not come from the intellect nor the opinion of others. It will surface from the depths, as if rising from the ancient waters of your memory. The work is to rest, restore, and awaken your celestial senses. Do this by pausing, by releasing your grip. The sap of the moon plant signifies you are in deep territory of destiny and the imagination. This is a mythic moment. The dream is waiting to show itself, but awaits your sincere invitation. Ask and rest. All will be revealed. So the main theme here is letting you know that there's something happening. I feel like in your dream world, I feel like many of you are getting some sort of, I don't know, answers or downloads or messages, clarity. We talk about this is the nocturnal sacred water of the unconscious. So there's some, and I want to say, I feel like there's some sort of sweetness, okay, or nectar that you're going to find in the depths of your own unconscious, or the places you've never gone before, or the places you don't usually go to. And this is kind of like the theme of your reading that's coming in. Now, your challenge is virgin's milk. Okay. Innocence, naivety, purity. In alchemy, this is a mystical substance supposedly coming from the virgin's breast. The alchemist asks, how can it be? How can milk come from one not carrying a child? Okay, this is like tripping me out as a Taurus, considering like everything that I've talked about lately on my shows and what I've told you guys have been happening to me lately. This is just really weird. Okay. That is precisely the nuanced teaching of virgin's milk. When studied as an alchemical concept, it points to a lack of awareness or experience that the alchemist would rather not reveal. Yes, this milky substance is a symbol of purity and innocence, but its shadowed side is naivety and even denial. When the virgin's milk appears, discernment and honesty must be applied to the work. Is something being glossed over, rushed, or presented as perfect? There are likely complexities that need to be addressed so the alchemist can gain the maturity to handle what's next. So, earth signs, you're going into very uncharted territory right now. And you're on the brink of some big part of your destiny. Your imagination is crucial. Your dream work is crucial. However, I want to say that I have two messages from this Virgin's Milk card. The first one is that you need to be very careful about what you're denying, okay, and what you might be saying no to, in the sense of like, no, it can't be. No, I don't think so. Like that kind of energy. But I also want to say that you are receiving messages and signs that are going to, I think you're going to experience some things, earth signs, over the next couple of weeks that completely deny our physical, how do we say this, our physical world, traditional science. Something's just not going to add up. And I mean, many of you are already prepared to receive stuff like that or see stuff like that, understand that that stuff exists. But it feels like there's something rather not of this dimension interacting with you at this time to assist you on your destined path. And to deny it would be a disservice to what's ahead of you. I hope that lands and makes sense for you guys. Okay. Let me just have some water. Okay. Let's find out what's happened in the past here for earth signs. What do we need to know about the past for earth? Okay. We have the Four of Cups coming in. The Ace of Wands. And then the Five of Swords. Okay. What is coming into the present situation? What is coming into the present situation? Okay, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. We have the King of Wands up in reverse, and then we have the Queen of Cups upright. Coming into your future, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Two of Swords. No major arcana. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. And underneath that is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Lots of reversals here. Right. Actually, you only have 3 or 4. Okay, hold on a second here, Earth signs. You know, I don't see a ton of action here, which makes quite a bit of sense considering that you're dealing with a lot of unconscious stuff or things of the dream world right now. I have to say though, your overall energy for your reading, Knight of Cups in reverse with the Queen of Swords in reverse underneath that, ooh, it feels very rejection or very denial kind of energy. Like either you're being denied or you're denying someone. Like there's this kind of like oof kind of energy. Like no, you stay there, I'm here. And it may not even be a person you're talking to. It's almost like, I don't know if it's an opportunity or a situation or just an energy in general. I don't know if it's doing it to you. But there's just this, again, I think that's why the denial card is coming up here. Like a sense of denial as a challenge. Why though? Why? Because in your past, we have the Four of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Five of Swords. You know, I don't get a bad feeling off this Five of Swords, strangely enough. I actually feel that there was a sense of like you just not being content. You just like, I don't know, you're like, I'm just not happy with the way things are going, or a sense of boredom, or I don't know, just feeling like you're maybe missing out on something that you don't want to miss out on. And then we have the Ace of Wands, which, you know, is a beautiful energy. It's like brings a spark of life. It's almost like the birth of something inspirational. You're feeling motivated. There could have been some sort of spiritual aha moment here. I don't know if this was a breakthrough when it comes to something around your energy, wanting to start something that is possibly very spiritually aligned. It also feels very passion. I feel like a lot of passion behind this. And the Five of Swords, I feel like, you know, you're motivated to fight for it. You're like, you know what? I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to kind of put in some energy. I don't get like this is so much conflict energy. I don't know if you had to face a conflict in order to do this. If you did, you were totally up for it in the past. But I feel like it's more of like, you know what? This means something to me. I'm willing to fight for it. That's the energy that I'm getting here. Now, in your present situation, you have the Knight of Swords in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Queen of Cups. There's a reckless energy here. There's a reckless energy. I'm not a huge fan of what I'm feeling here, Earth signs. It's funny, there's like a similar energy here that was in fire signs reading, but just in a different way. I have to clarify this, but I want to say this could involve something you're deeply emotionally connected to or building some sort of emotional connection with, whether it's a person or something you're trying to build, a project, I don't know, like, or just this, it's like a deep sense of purpose, whatever this is, like you may have some kind of purpose that you're getting a lot of emotional, I don't know, like it hits you emotionally. There's some sort of connection here, but there's also some kind of reckless energy that is a little bit destructive. I'm not gonna lie here. So what is this? Is this like, oh, is this what's kind of in the unconscious that you need to discover that is going to help you, if you can be aware of it? This, I feel like you could be in a position to sabotage something, or someone might be around you to sabotage something. But if aware of the unconscious and staying true to the depths within you and knowing that there is something great on your path, you don't want to overreact. You don't want to go into outbursts. Now, I'm going to say Mars is coming into a square with Jupiter. And that can cause a couple of things. On the positive side, it could give you the courage to do what you need to do. But on the other hand, it could like cause you to overreact to something and blow it way out of proportion, maybe from assumptions. And so I just want to say, Earth signs, be wary of what's kind of coming up in the last 2 weeks of October, because it feels like something's opening up here for you. And I almost am getting a sense that you're going to have some sort of guidance from the other side, higher dimensional guidance coming in to help you recognize this and keep you on path with something that's very good for you. Help you understand how to navigate this. And then in your future, we have the Six of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Swords, and then the Two of Swords. See, there is something you cannot deny. And I don't know if it's within you that you have to face, it needs to be resolved, or if there's something around you that you cannot deny that you need to face and needs to be resolved. Because I see something happening here in the future that's got you all up in your head, and it causes like this, I don't know what to do now. I don't know which way to go. I don't know what decision to make. The path ahead of me is not clear. We need to clarify here. Let's see. Knight of Cups in reverse is the overall energy. For Earth signs. What's this Knight of Cups? Yeah, okay, we have the Star in reverse. There you are, Queen of Coins. And we have the Four of Cups coming in, which is up here in your past. Earth signs, there's some kind of healing that has to happen here around your own stability, but your own ability to stay true to what needs to be nurtured for your highest good. It almost feels, I don't want to say this because I know I'm not going to get a lot of love for it, but I got to say it. Earth signs, it feels like you've almost been denying your own path of destiny. Like you've almost been like saying no to it without maybe realizing you're saying no to it. Ouch. And this is what's coming up to be seen in your unconscious to resolve and use something you cannot it's something around denying something. Like, it's like you're saying no, or you're saying, like, it's like you shut it down, or, but something's on your path here and you don't want to say no to it. So what's going on here? This is kind of intriguing to me, Earth signs. Four of Cups. What's this Four of Cups in the past? Okay, we have the Lovers in reverse and the Three of Coins in reverse. I don't know if this has to do with relationships, a decision in the past that you made that you may have regrets over. I don't know if this is about like, nah, it's not going to work out, like not being able to work with others, or not being able to make a relationship work, or building something of your own on your own skills. It just feels like there's been some sort of separation or some kind of disillusion or distance here between you and either working with others, being in relationship, or again, mastering some skills that were going to take you further along on your path. And you're kind of like starting to I see you in the past here, like really reflecting on this, and there's some sort of regret, or you're knowing you're just not happy. Let me see this Ace of Wands. What's this Ace of Wands? Oh, wow, okay. We have the Five of Swords in reverse, the Two of Wands, and the the Knight of Coins. Okay, something started here in your past that I want to say has a bit of passion at the very least, or it's exciting. There's some kind of spark, something new, something brand new in many ways. It may have not been completely new for some of you. Like it may have presented itself in a newer way, but for some of you, I feel like this was like a brand new thing. And I want to say that it kind of presented a new path where you're having to choose between a path that I think you thought you were going to be destined for and a path that's opening up that you weren't expecting. And this path is coming up in a way that is progressing in a very slow and steady way. It's not rushed. It's taking its time. And I want to say, in some ways, it also resolves something that you needed resolved. What's this Five of Swords about? Again, this is so crazy. These three cards came out together. They all came out separately, but these three cards came out together for fire signs. on a card together, literally all, like almost all in the same position. Okay, so you have the Justice card, the King of Coins in reverse, and the High Priestess on the Five of Swords. So it looks like, again, I feel like this Five of Swords is like a fighting energy. Like I'm ready to kind of fight for this. I'm ready to kind of put in what I need to make it happen. And this is potentially, again, it could be a contract, of a new contract of some sort. It could be something that feels a lot more balanced, a lot more in harmony. There could have been like a big decision, okay, to follow your intuition. And I want to say, for some reason, I feel like with this King of Coins here in reverse, I'm getting, this is kind of you earth signs, right? And I almost feel like it's got you almost a little like out of sorts. Like not fully, like you're ready to fight for it, and at the same time it's so not like your usual, is what I want to say. Like there's a bit of mystery here, a little unknown. And there's something calling you to go down this way, and you don't have a full understanding yet of why. You may have some inklings, but I don't think you have a full understanding. So let's see what's kind of coming in with this energy, this Knight of Swords in reverse coming into your present. You have the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Four of Coins, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Something has held you back that has happened in the past. Something that you thought was your Ten of Cups, your happiness ever after. This could have been something to do also with the home life that was very upsetting. But it feels like this Knight of Swords in reverse is kind of like, I'm getting kind of like this rushing, not thinking energy, not really being prepared for the consequences of whatever action is taken. I feel it's such a weird energy, because it's almost like you don't want to overthink it, and at the same time your reaction may not be warranted, is what I want to say. There's a part of you that's very protective, and it feels like the reaction or the action that you're going to be taking is coming from a protective place that I kind of want to say isn't warranted, and I don't know why I want to say that. Very strange messages that are coming through. King of Wands in reverse. What's this King of Wands in reverse? Ooh, yeah. Okay. I don't like this energy. It's a little combustible. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords and the Six of Cups both in reverse on your King of Wands in reverse. This might be someone from your past. It may have to do with someone from your past, someone that you used to be either heavily attracted to or magnetized to, or just feel like, I don't know, there was some kind of thing that, like, I don't know if there was like a cut off feeling, or like, I don't know if this person's coming back in, or if this has to do with this person. I gotta say, I don't know if this person's actually coming there's someone from your past that's coming in here. It feels more like your reaction is tied to this person in the past or whatever event happened around here that's being projected into your present situation around, I want to say, something you actually deeply care for and there's actually strong potential. Whether it's a person, it's something that you're doing that you feel a lot of purpose with, I don't know. But I feel like it's so strange. I feel like I'm trying to give a warning ahead of time for you earth signs to just be mindful of your reactions or your perceptions of what's going on around you, because it feels like a self-sabotaging energy that I feel like your guides or your higher self are trying to break you free of, because there's something really great on your path ahead of you and you don't want to fuck it up is really like what I want to say. What's this Queen of Cups? What's this Queen of Cups? Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. There's a lot of love, a lot of heart energy here, a lot of emotion. Wow. And the Three of Cups. And then we have the Page of Swords in reverse. Okay. Earth signs, there's something really beautiful that's trying to come into your life here. Or it might already be in your life. And it feels like there's going to be some sort of reaction to it or them that I want to say you don't want to do. You may want to really think about where it's coming from. You really may want to go deep into the unconscious parts of you, the shadow aspects, understand what's driving this, what's motivating this. Because Page of Swords in reverse to me is a little bit of self-sabotage energy, but you've got something really beautiful. Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, Three of Cups. Like, this is really fun, happy, loving energy that's, it's just got a lot of love here. It's either inspired by the heart or it's very intuitive. It would bring in a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. Earth signs, don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up is what I want to say. Now, in your future, okay, you have the Six of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Swords, and the Two of Swords. So let me see what the Six of Wands in reverse is. Okay, we have the Death card in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh, okay. Not able to let go. Not able to let go of something that causes a lot of emotions to come to the surface that I want to say are either suppressed. Something's happening here in the future that's got you feeling either unseen, unacknowledged, or it's got you feeling a little, I don't know. Like there's something from your past that needs to be cleared in order for this thing to open up here. Successfully. I keep getting the sense that there's something from your past being projected into this now moment that doesn't actually have anything to do with what's happening in the now, but it's like a pattern or it's just like a habit because it's so ingrained in you, or there was pain and it's just kind of working its way out. I don't know, but let me see this Eight of Swords. Because there's like a lot of overthinking or you're feeling stuck or... Okay, well, there's your King of Wands and your Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So it feels like this King of Wands upright is not the thing from your past. This is your future. This is your now. The Ace of Pentacles, it's trying to get off the ground. It's trying to start. And I want to say, again, it feels like there's some sort of abundant opportunity. It presents with a lot of abundant energy. Something that really kind of, it's almost like it would fill the belly of your soul. And this King of Wands feels very charismatic, very self-assured. I don't know if this King of Wands represents what you could embody if you can let go of the past and really focus on what's ahead of you so that you don't rewrite history. Or this could be this new opportunity that feels like it came in already in your past and now like it's coming back here and you're overthinking it, or you're feeling stuck about something. You got some kind of fears and anxieties. And so then we have this Two of Swords. Like something's got things stuck here. Okay, lots of energy. So the first card that came out here was the Six of Coins. Can you receive? Can you really receive? And then you have all of this energy that came out together. The Ten of Swords, the Four of Swords in reverse, the Magician in reverse, and the Emperor in reverse. You are like going back and forth between a very painful thing that happened to you in the past. I want to say with either a very strong masculine energy, doesn't have to be a man, that never really manifested, or however way it may have manifested, but it manifested in a lot of pain, a lot of fear, a lot of, I don't know, just a lot of struggle, and never felt at ease. And you're kind of like, you're kind of going back and forth on this. So it's like this future energy doesn't have a lot of solid direction yet. And I think that's because Earth signs, you still have an opportunity to course correct. And I think your course correction is going to be dependent on what you do in the next couple of weeks with this energy. And so if you're very aware of your own unconscious behaviors or what drives you unconsciously, it does feel like you've got something really worthwhile and of value to your heart that could bring in a lot of joy that I think you don't want to project the past onto. So just be mindful of that, and maybe don't have this denial of something for your future that is new, as opposed to, oh, it happened to me in the past, it's only going to happen to me now. Like it's the same stuff happening and over again. You always have an opportunity to change that. So Earth signs, that's my reading for you. It's a little strange. I'm not going to lie, but it's basically about choosing, like, are you ready to receive? Are you ready to finally get the gift that feels like your higher self and your guides are trying to, like, this is the one, like, this is the way, or like, you know, like we're trying to like push you here. This is part of your destiny. It's something's opening up here for you. You just don't want to do something that could either cause it a big setback or really kind of taint it with more struggles than there needs to be there. So Earth signs, that's my reading for you. What time are we at? Oh my gosh. Readings are going a little longer. Okay. Water signs. Water signs, you guys are next. Oh, it does love. Okay, Shelly, it does. David, okay. Just be mindful, earth signs. It feels like you don't. There's like it feels like you're gonna get triggered, okay, in some way possibly, or maybe someone around you is gonna get triggered. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but just be very mindful of the unconscious. Okay, cool. All right, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. You guys are next for my water signs. What is in store for my water signs for the last half of October? What is in store for my water signs? All right. Let's see. What is the main theme here and the potential challenge coming up for water signs? Okay. What is the main theme of water signs reading? What is... Okay, and what is the potential challenge? Really? Okay. What's coming up for you is fog as your main theme here, water signs. So things maybe not so clear for you. Might be some cloudiness or feels very dense. Possibly feeling like you need to go really slow. Almost too, when I think of fog, it's almost like you feel like you're in a whole nother realm, you know? Like it's got like a very eerie, mystical kind of phenomenon feeling to it. And your challenge, potential challenge, is wise salt. So we gotta go into the book for this and see what kind of hits. Fog. Disorientation, a funk, a cull. When fog is present, nothing is clear, not even the problem. It's hard to orient oneself or to know where you're headed. A distinctly damp mood blankets the laboratory. Fog can be surprisingly pleasant as a counter to drama, and therefore it can lull us to sleep for long periods of time. With its cooling nature, fog is a natural balm for pain and trauma, yet this state cannot sustain us, for we long to see the horizon and our surroundings. There are two solutions. The first is heat. Think sweating, desire, confrontation, passion, creativity. If that's too edgy, the second and inevitable solution is time. As they say, the morning fog burns off by noon, the sun will be seen again. How much time you spend in the fog is yet to be determined. So yeah, like it feels like you guys might be just feeling like you're in this place of like just uncertainty, not having the clarity or the direction, or know exactly where exactly you need to go. But then we have the wise salt as your challenge or potential challenge that you could be facing, and it's wisdom, grit, and perseverance, or preservation. Wise salt is a sacred ingredient of preservation. In due time and with due experience, the alchemist slowly develops these granules of wisdom that can someday be passed to another. Salt retains, preserves, and absorbs. It brings complexity to flavors and grit to slippery roads. Such is the magic of salt. Someone who carries wise salt is immediately recognizable. Their words hold meaning. Their stories are deep and true. They have wisdom that cannot be attained by any other means than decades of pain and pleasure. You may experience wise salt through the elders of the community. When this card appears, know that everything you are going through will be of use down the line. Alchemically, you are being brined. Preserve what you can. Let go of the rest and lean heavily on your elders. It's interesting that both these cards bring up the essence of time, because it feels like the message I'm getting for you, water signs, is that despite there being this sense of fogginess or moving through very dense energy, there's almost like this slowing of time for a reason, so that you can receive more wisdom for it. Like there's more wisdom coming in along your path that's going to be helpful to you as once the fog clears. But you've got to be able to receive that or see that, learn that, which means you do have to be somewhat of a participant in this. You can't just be biding your time so much, is what I get. So I don't know. We'll see how this plays out in the cards. What do we need to know about the past here for water signs? That's so strange. You gotta be kidding me. Literally the same two cards came up in fire signs in the exact same position, in the exact same orientation. Okay, you have the Page of Wands in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, this energy is giving me like, come on, I want to do it. I want to go. Let's do it. Come on. And nothing's happening. Let me see what's coming into the present. Okay, we have the Palace of Wands upright, the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Coins. I really like this energy here for you, water signs. And then let's see. What's coming into your future. Okay, we have the Palace of Swords coming up, the Chariot in reverse, and the Magician in reverse. Okay, makes a lot of sense given everything I just talked about with your opening cards. Your overall energy is the Four of Coins in reverse, and underneath that is our lovely Five of Wands. Chaos ensue. Okay, so water signs, there's something that really needs to be released here, let go of. You can't hold on. There's something outside of your control, and you've got to kind of come to terms with it. You can't fight it. You want to fight it, but you can't. In your past, you have the Page of Wands in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and the Hermit in reverse. Like I said, it's just got this energy of like, I want to start, I want to go, but I can't. I can't. The energy that I see coming into this present moment is the Palace of Wands, which is a card unique to this deck. The palace cards represent your external energy. So you have the Palace of Wands, the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Coins. So I do see a lot of creative energy around you, inspiring energy, motivational energy, passionate energy. And with the Four of Cups in reverse, something here is like getting you out of your funk. Okay, if you've been in this funk, or you've been in like this, like, ugh, like you're kind of coming out of it. And the Nine of Coins, is just a great card of feeling very independent, feeling very successful on your own, starting to really kind of get your footing on something, I want to say, like feeling more, it's like you're feeling better about something here in the first 2 weeks of October, or sorry, the last 2 weeks of October. In your future, however, we have the Palace of Swords, the Chariot in reverse, and the Magician in reverse. Like this is what I'm saying. The time element here is something that water signs, you can't fight. You're going to have to go with the ebb and flow. I see that the external energy here is a lot of wisdom, a lot of information, a lot of... I want to say diligent thinking. There's planning possibly happening around you. Or at least in your environment is very supportive to this. And because the Chariot and the Magician are both in reverse, this isn't the time where you're supposed to move forward or take action. This is more of a planning energy that you're going to be in. Oh, I just need to stretch my legs. So let's kind of go into the Four of Coins here in reverse and find out what's the overall energy. Wow. Oh. Okay. Clarifying your Four of Coins in reverse is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Five of Wands again, which is underneath the Four of Coins, and then the Three of Swords. You gotta release something that's been causing you some heartache here, water signs. There's been something that's been creating either some internal conflict for you. There hasn't been a resolution. And I want to say it's not in harmony with the ace being upright. So like it's causing some, I want to say, resistance, or it's putting a damper on the new energy, excitement of whatever this is that could be coming in here for you. There might be something you're looking to do that's brand new. It would feel very spiritual in some ways, or just like it makes you feel alive inside, water signs, but you've also got some internal conflict here that you're needing to let go of that is really putting a damper on that. And it's not easy because you've got the Three of Swords here. So whatever you're dealing with or whatever this is, it is kind of painful. So let's see. What's this Page of Wands in reverse about? Okay, yeah. There's something that excites you, but it's not moving forward. You have the Hermit and the Chariot in reverse. You're just feeling like all you can do is kind of go within. I don't know if you're feeling like a hermit, or it's just like maybe a little isolated. It's definitely taking you on some kind of journey internally. That you're starting to learn a lot. And I want to say there is wisdom here for you that you're starting to grasp. But things are not moving forward. And that's what's really the crux of like the frustration is what I want to say. Because I pick up a lot of frustrated energy from this past row here. So what's the Fool in reverse? Oy. Okay. We have the King of Wands in reverse, the Five of Cups in reverse, the Tower in reverse, and there you are, Queen of Cups. It feels like there's something else that you're having to deal with. I want to say you're trying to control a lot here, or it feels like you don't have actually any control over this. It does feel though like you kind of came to terms with this in some way. Like you're like, okay, I'm just going to focus on what I can do for my own heart, what I can do for my own energy field. I gotta say though, with the Tower there in reverse, there's something about that energy coming in here that I want to say there's another thing that is adding to all of this, that is making the whole situation a little more complicated. It's not just about, oh, things aren't moving forward. There's another layer here that's making things complicated. And I don't know if it's has to do with someone you care about a lot, or just how you see yourself. But it's part of what's it's part of this energy, even though it's part of the energy, although it's not the dominant part of this energy. Tell me about the Hermit in reverse. Okay. You have the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Cups. So I do see here water signs that despite you're like, you know what, I can't do anything about this. I'm just going to get out of my own head and I'm just going to like keep moving forward to the best of what I can do. There's something here that you need to, you're like, I see that in some ways, though, this is helping you notice certain patterns that you need to kind of move away from. And I see like a positive movement here in the past, water signs, that allowed you to, I want to say, maneuver even in the fog of it all. So what's this Palace of Wands in your present situation? We have the Nine of Coins in reverse, the Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Empress card coming up. It feels like whatever's the people around you or whatever's in your environment in the last half of October here, water signs, it feels like you maybe need some kind of lifting up, or and it feels like you're going to get that support. It feels like you're feeling a little bit hopeless or just kind of down in the dumps about something, but your energy, you have a lot of supportive energy around you that's kind of really showing you just how much you have to offer and how how much your future is very, like, I feel like it's like your future is pregnant with a lot of possibility. And so I feel like you're going to be reminded of that coming in, and that whatever support you have around you, it's going to help. It looks like it works because you have the Four of Cups here in reverse. Like, yeah, you have the Six of Swords. So you kind of get out of whatever funk or fog you've been in. It's helping you. There's some movement here, water signs coming in, that you feel good about, like you're ready to take more steps. And we have the Temperance card. So very balanced energy. Something is transforming in many ways. It feels like there's a shift in energy coming in here for you in the last half of October that allows you to move forward in some way. And it also gets you out of some kind of funk. Let me see this Nine of Coins. What's this Nine of Coins about? For Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay, we have the Eight of Coins in reverse. And there's your Magician. And there's your Ten of Cups. Okay. The last half of October looks good for you, water signs. It feels like there's something about work you've done in the past that's going to pay off for you in this last 2 weeks of October, where you're finally starting to see the fruits of your labor, things that like are going to start manifesting that are attached to what feels like something you are looking forward to in the future, something that's a long-term happiness, something that you believe is going to make you very, very happy in the future. And I see that something's paying off here. You're feeling good, and you're feeling rather, it's almost like I don't want to say you're reveling in your own success, but you're kind of feeling good about things. Let's see this Palace of Swords. Okay, we have the Moon. Tell me, oh. Oh, wow. Lots of cards. Okay. Oh. Okay, so you have the Moon coming up on your Palace of Swords, also followed by the Emperor, the Ace of Coins, the Sun in reverse, and the Fool in reverse. So right away, again, the Fool is up in reverse here. So I feel like this is relating to this new path, a brand new path opening up for you that has been clouded with a lot of, again, I'm going to use the word fog here on this Sun in reverse. It's almost like the fog has taken out the sun. Like you can't see the sun, or if the sun's there, like everything's just so bright, but it's white because and you just don't even know like where to go. But I feel that, it's interesting because you have the Moon here, that you've got a lot of, again, supportive energy around you. Your environment's supportive to, I know the Moon talks about things that are hidden. And I feel like there's going to be some sort of planning or organization around the things that were hidden that are now not feeling so hidden. It feels like the fog is starting to lift here. And you're in an excellent position to be on top of things and finally execute. And you've got this Ace of Pentacles here. So again, something's opening up here. There's a new opportunity, or the opportunity is opening up in a new way. That's, I want to say, starting to pave a pathway that felt like you weren't able to see before. Now, that all being said, you have the Chariot in reverse and the Magician in reverse. So I don't necessarily feel like this is about the movement happening. It's more about like the planning and the organization. So let's see what the Chariot brings here for you, water signs. Chariot in reverse. Okay. We have the Two of Wands and the Queen of Coins in reverse on your Chariot in reverse. Oh, you really, okay, there's a path. What I'm seeing here is you're really looking at two different paths. And there's a path that I feel like you've kind of been on that you know isn't necessarily working out in the way that maybe you would like. The Queen of Coins in reverse is an energy that is either not taking care of self. Yeah, it feels like in order for you to know which path forward or to get clarity on this path ahead of you, it has to do with you choosing yourself. It has to do with you putting yourself first, not tending to others, which it feels like you may have been doing more so in the past. Tell me about this Magician in reverse. Okay, we have the Three of Coins. Okay, and then we have the Four of Pentacles with the Judgment card in reverse. Something is getting ready to manifest. It's in the works. It's in the beginning stages. But there's still an energy here of holding on to the past in some way, or being afraid to make a judgment call or make a decision. And I want to say, if you're holding back, you're holding back in a way that's not in alignment with the spiritual journey that's ahead of you, or the journey that is in alignment with your destiny's call. And so this is why the Magician is in reverse, is that there's stuff that's starting to kind of come together, but there's also a holding on to something that I think you need to let go of here, water signs. So you'll know more what that means, but it does look like you're kind of going to get a bit of a breakthrough in some ways at the end of by the end of September, the end of October. But it also doesn't look like it's like full movement. It looks like it's still in the planning phases, but at least like it feels though like the fog is lifting. So there's some clarity. There's some, you're going to start to feel like you've got some direction, which is good. So take in, the challenge here is why salt, right? So what is it that's you're gaining? What's all the knowledge you're gaining along this path that is coming up for you to perhaps absorb and take in, as well as clear? Like salt is very detoxifying, right? Like it clears impurities, it clears negativity. So what could be in this kind of feeling of like you've been in the fog? What has been giving you the opportunity to clear? And also what wisdom or knowledge that would benefit you is kind of coming in the process, that if you didn't have it, you maybe wouldn't be able to make the best choice for you moving forward. So that's my reading for you, water signs. Okay. How are my water signs doing? How was that for you guys in the live chat? And again, if you need your own reading, you can book with me on my website or in the links below in the description box. All right. Oh, it's on point for your sister Mary and her divorce, Michelle. Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, Melanie. How you doing? Sarah, on point for you. Hi, Alfredo. All right, air signs. Last but not least, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You guys are next for my air signs. Also on point for your hubby. Okay, cool. Thank you, Suiterbug. All right, air signs, air signs. I'm just looking at the screen. It feels like everything looks tilted. I have a little bit of OCD about that when I look at the screen. What is in store for my air signs for the last half of October? Okay. Let's find out what the main theme of your reading is about, and then we'll see like what maybe be one of the potential challenges you could be facing. Okay. I love that these alchemy cards are in the shape of a hexagon, which was what I used to start the whole Alchemy Academy, like my alchemy course that many of you are in. This was the sacred, it's the welcome meditation that you get when you join, is about the sacred hexagon. That's kind of cool. Okay, just a little synchronicity. All right, air signs. What is the main theme of this reading? What is the main theme of air signs reading? Oh, and what is the potential challenge? Okay, so the main theme of your reading, air signs, is the uncreated. There's possibly something here that you're meant to create that has not yet come to full realization, that you're being nudged to actualize. I'll look into the book further. Your challenge, or potential challenge, I want to say, is Earth's heart. Interesting. Earth's heart. You know, when I look at this card and I think about, like, if there's something that you need to tend to grow in your own garden And you have this one and you see like the rose is below the earth. The challenge is, can you get it up to the surface? But I really need to see what the book says, but it's like there's something waiting. It's deep below the surface. So the uncreated, the unconceived, the seed of the seed. There was a time when everyone you know was not yet born, where every city was yet to be named, when your favorite song was yet to be sung. Such is the energy of this card. It indicates the subtle but profound force that summons all that will be into existence. This most sacred of formulas cannot be manufactured, contained, bought, or sold. It is the pure intelligence of creation pulsing at the door of reality. Its timing is precise, and it is happening now. Do not delay. Send an invitation to the uncreated. Allow it to formulate and gestate. Soon a sketch, a map, or a name will draw itself upon your mind. Envision and believe. The architecture of the future is within you. All ground is fertile. Life begets life. I wonder if some of you air signs have been feeling like there's something percolating within you, but you don't yet know what it is. You can't put your thumb on it. You can't really kind of taste it yet, but there's something. Or are you really truly being called in some way that's trying to get your attention, but you haven't given it attention? We also have Earth's Heart as your potential challenge. Depth, pulse, buried treasure. Amidst our phenomenal scientific pursuits, we have yet to journey to the core of the earth. We can only suppose what is there. Such is the mystery of this card. It is related to the archetypal image of the cave and the fourth chakra located at the heart. This card appears when there is something blossoming deep within that requires our attention, our tending to. It could be a new love, a way of serving others, or an offering to the planet and its resources. In alchemical texts, it roughly translates to Earth is the true heart. The journey of discovery will take you through many layers, slowly revealing her gifts. This is proof of the Earth's longing to provide, to teach. You've already felt the pulse of the Earth's heart. Now it's time to listen, to be a student of her wisdom. Yeah, so air signs, it feels like there's something brewing, and I don't know if you even have an inkling of what it is. Let's find out. What do we need to know about the past? What do we need to know about the past for air signs? There we go. The Hermit in reverse. The Hermit has loved coming out in reverse today. Okay. The Ace of Wands in reverse. The Wheel. Very nice. Okay. What is coming into the present moment here for air signs? We have the Strength card in reverse. The Queen of Wands in reverse. The Seven of Coins in reverse. Don't freak out, air signs, about all the reversals. It's not actually as bad as you might think. This energy is kind of very curious. Tell me about the future. We have the Knight of Cups, the King of Wands, sorry, the King of Swords, it's you. And we have the Eight of Wands. Lovely. And then on the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Coins. Underneath that is the Nine of Swords in reverse. Beautiful. I really like this energy here, air signs. So, you know, something is coming together. There is a new foundation to be created. Something that I want to say, you may have had some fears or anxieties around. You may have even had some sleepless nights around. There's a theme of that somehow connected to this, but this is about you possibly trying to master something, start something new, work on yourself more, or build something with someone else. It could be a new project. It could just be working together, whether it's a friendship, a relationship. Um, Whatever this is, though, I feel like you didn't even know it was coming. You have the Hermit in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Wheel. It feels like you did a lot of innerscaping is what I want to say. Innerscaping. Instead of landscaping, like innerscaping. And you were ready to kind of put yourself out in the world. There was something that you went through that caused you to kind of really turn inward, but then you're like, you know what, you feel like you did a good job, or that you dealt with what you needed to deal with. And I see this Ace of Wands here, and it's like there's this new opportunity, but at the same time it doesn't move. It's there, but it's also not like moving. Or if it is moving, I want to say it's moving slowly. And when I say slowly, I mean like it's kind of still coming together is what I want to say. Like it's almost like there's this new opportunity in the past that got you a little excited. There's some potential here, but as it wasn't a full, like, I understand what this is, but something was kind of coming together, and then the Wheel comes in and something changes. Like things shift. And usually when the Wheel comes in, when it's upright, they're shifting for the better. There's a big change that's kind of come in here. Now, in your present situation, we have the Strength card in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Seven of Coins in reverse. I have to say that it feels like you're a little... Okay, the word is perplexed that just dropped in. It feels like you're a little perplexed on how to move forward with this new change. I don't know what's come in here, what's changed for you, but there's something that you no longer want to put time or effort into. And it's because there's this newer thing coming together. Do you even fully know or recognize what it is? And I think that's why you're perplexed, is because there's this part of you that's like, I want to say you usually feel like you know what to do, but this is like very different, but in a good way. And yet you're not quite sure how to recognize what it is. It's like it feels like it hasn't fully revealed itself. I think what is I'm getting here, air signs, is that whatever this is, it's gonna make you have to go to places within yourself that are a little, you're a little less confident about. And that's okay. That's not a bad thing. And I think there's a part of you that doesn't feel like you're at your best there, but I want to say go with it. And and don't wait. Don't delay. Like the card said, don't delay. You don't want to wait. And then in your future, we have the Knight of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. I just feel like this future looks beautiful. I see a lot of action from the heart. There's either a loving gesture that's made here. It could be you. It could be someone around you. I see you feeling very empowered. So where you may not feel so certain, whatever this is, it's kind of coming to life now. And it's starting to move fast. And I want to say there's going to be more clarity, understanding. You may even get like a really big download. There may be something, maybe some kind of travel related around this. But I want to say, like, where you were perplexed up here, in the future, you're like, green light, go. I got it. Let's do this. So let's see. Let's see where this is going. So 3 of Coins. What's this energy? What's this energy? Oh, I love it. I love this, air signs. This is, I'm getting excited as I look at this rose beneath the surface. Like, it feels like there's a blessing coming in here that you don't even recognize. You don't fully understand it yet because I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Tell me about this 3 of Coins. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands in reverse, the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 6 of Cups in reverse. In the past, it feels like there were some things that didn't go so well. And it causes you to kind of go back and forth on trusting something. But what I see though is you're ready to kind of put all of that burden to bed. Like whatever this burden is that you've been carrying around that, you're wanting to kind of close that chapter out so that you can build this new thing. And you're also putting to bed the anxieties and stresses that came with this, that really felt a little overwhelming for you, I want to say. And I wonder if whatever's coming in it feels like it's not the overwhelming that you're used to seeing, that it's kind of taking you by surprise. So let me see. What's this Hermit in reverse? What's this Hermit in reverse? Okay, we have the 4 of Wands in reverse. So I think you had to go within and do that inner scaping, as I was talking about. Like maybe there was like an ending to a relationship or some contract that ended. It didn't really go the way you had hoped with that 6 of Wands in reverse. And you just kind of had to... and then you have the Fool card. In order to like get ready for a new chapter in your life, it feels like you really tended to that, air signs. Like you're like, you know what? I want a new beginning. I want a fresh start. I'm ready to move forward, but you know that you needed to kind of do that inner scaping of the soul, and it feels like you did that though, and then you're like, okay, I'm ready to kind of come out of that. And you have this Ace of Wands in reverse. Ooh. Okay. And then you have the Chariot in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Devil. Ooh, our first Devil tonight. Thank you, air signs. So there's something that's kind of coming together here. Again, it wasn't fully, like whatever this opportunity was, it wasn't coagulated. It wasn't like fully together yet. And I want to say it feels like, I don't know if you fully were aware of it, fully present with understanding this is coming in. with the Chariot here in reverse and the Devil card, I'm getting more of like a fear energy off this Devil. That you had some fear of moving forward, so steadily, so with a commitment, like not ready to commit fully. And I think it's because there was some kind of fear. So it feels though like you kind of had an inkling of something that was coming together here, but you weren't ready to commit, or you weren't ready to fully, say yes to, or put your full foot in the water. But something changes here because we have the wheel. So tell me about this wheel. What is this wheel? Oh, yeah, okay. We have the Eight of Wands again and the Knight of Swords. Ooh. Went from, I don't know if I want to commit, I'm a little scared, or I'm not sure, or whatever it is, to like movement, ready to go. Let's do this. I don't know. There was some like aha moment, or like this energy of, I just want to try this, or let's just throw a little caution to the wind and move forward. Not in an unhealthy way, just I think in more of a liberating way. So something changed really fast here, like really fast. Like Eight of Wands, Knight of Swords, and the Wheel, like that's a big shift. There was some big shift here. Now we have the Strength card in reverse. Okay, we have the Emperor, the Three of Swords, and the Queen of Coins. It feels like there's an energy coming in here for you. I feel like you're the Emperor. But there's also some kind of pain that's causing you to doubt something, or not feel like you're at your, feel like you've got the strength to fully like take this on. I want to say though, the Queen of Coins energy, if this represents someone or just something that you're working on, or an opportunity or a situation, it's very nurturing and it's very stable. And it's showing up for you. It's showing up. For some of you, this might be you going out on your own, like really kind of pushing a status change in your whole entire life in some way, or in what you do. For some of you, this might be, I feel like for some of you, this might be about even you just becoming more entrepreneurial in some way, or taking on a position that requires more leadership. This could be a relationship with someone new that is kind of taking you by surprise. Let me see what this Queen of Wands is about, because this Queen of Wands feels like you in reverse. What's this Queen of Wands in reverse? What is this Queen of Wands? Okay. Seven of Wands and the High Priestess. Yeah, you're like, I just don't know. There's something I can't fully, like, you're perplexed. You're perplexed. You've got your guard up a little. There's this, like the High Priestess, or something like really mysterious, which is, I feel like it's very alluring, but you've also got your guard up. And so like, there's just like this, I want to go to it, but I also like don't know. And part of it is because I think you feel a little less confident or sure in yourself for some reason. But the Seven of Coins here in reverse is saying like, don't wait. right? Let me see, the Seven of Coins. Okay, we have the Justice card in reverse. Okay, and then we have the Sun in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, straight up, really fast message came in. It feels like, oftentimes the Justice card can represent making a decision. And it feels like, don't delay making a decision. And again, this feels like you with that Queen of Wands in reverse. It's going to lead to more confusion. And I feel like it's going to take you into a place where you're going to be a little disappointed. There's going to be some disappointment if you don't act upon this with a little more conviction. So I wouldn't, it's not like you have to jump head first into it, but definitely start moving towards it and opening up to it. There's something that is uncreated that wants to be created. And it feels like it's a blessing deep down from within that wants to come to the surface. But if you keep your guard up, and you may have to dig through some stuff in order to allow that to come up. And when I say dig, I mean dig through your own stuff. You've got the Knight of Cups. So with the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, someone wants to move forward but is hiding it. Not showing it on the surface. Hold on a second, that's a spill. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups. Knight of Coins. Okay, and then the Five of Coins in reverse and the Hermit in reverse. You know what? It feels like this is either you or someone else. Whoever this is hiding. They're going to move forward, but they're kind of hiding their feelings about moving forward. Not ready to reveal it, but yet ready to embrace this idea of not being alone, or finally allowing themselves to enjoy something, to be part of something, and to kind of come out of a place where it feels lonely a little bit. You're going to pursue it slowly, or this other person's going to pursue it slowly, or that, but there's movement that comes from the heart, but yet it still feels like something's being hidden. And I don't know if that's you or someone else. So let me see this King of Swords. Okay. You have the Nine of Wands in reverse. The Nine of Wands, the Magician in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles. So I think you're getting very clear here, air signs, that to not let this manifest would actually cause you more pain, or would be a lot harder on you. And it's time to allow yourself to receive. It's time to allow a blessing to come in, and to open up your hand to receive what's really trying to present itself. And I think it feels like you're clear about this. It feels like you've got a strategy or even a plan now that's kind of coming together. You're starting things are becoming more clear. Tell me about this Eight of Wands. We have the Hangman and the Five of Swords in reverse on your Eight of Wands. I think you're seeing things in a new way. And I don't think you want to fight it anymore. It feels like there has been some resistance. And I think you're ready to not fight it. And something opens up for you perspective-wise. so much clarity, but also so much movement. I think you just needed a perception shift. And I think that's going to come in for you, air signs. So it's kind of exciting. I'm wondering what it is that you're going to be creating or what's trying to be created for you. It's going to become more clear to you though over the next few weeks. So air signs, that's my reading for you. Very, very cool. How did that resonate with any of my air signs in the audience? Mama Bear, hello. How are you? Hi, Bonnie. So guys, if you need your own reading, links for that are in the description below. And of course, if you haven't yet listened to the podcast, please do. You're going to love Jeff. He delivers everything so clear. And a lot of you really enjoyed his delivery, what he had to share, his wisdom. So definitely worthwhile checking out. Guys, I love you so much. Have an awesome night. And I'll see you guys all really soon, okay? Mwah.